Hello, everyone. How do you handle no's in business? How do you handle rejections when you have an idea that you're persuaded is a good one, it's a great one, it's a life transforming idea? Though no's are a regular part of our daily living and part of doing business, nobody really is ready to get a rejection, right? Nobody's really ready to get a no, especially when you're persuaded and you're confident about your business idea. So, how do you handle no in a way that it doesn't affect you personally, in a way that you still have that energy, that stamina to go ahead with that business idea? As of me, I found out that you can do that by two things. Number one, you categorize the no's. Number two, you place an action plan or you implement an action plan based on the categories of the no's. So there are actually three main categories of no's, right? You have not the right person, not the right timing, not the right opportunity. Let's start with the easy one and the first one, not the right person. Most often, when we have a business idea and we are seeking collaboration, funding, whatever it is we are seeking, we tend to gravitate towards the people that we believe meet all the check boxes, that we believe are in the position to best help us. But we do not see beyond the physical, right? That reminds me of a story in the Bible when the prophet Samuel was tasked by God to go and anoint the next king of Israel. And when he went to David's house, he saw David's eldest brother, I think it was, and he was like, this has to be the king of Israel because of the physical appearance of David's brother. And God said, no, that's not him. So, most often, we are like Samuel, we are like the prophet Samuel. We tend to look at things physically. We don't see beyond that. We don't see in the future. So, when we go towards someone for help, for collaboration, for whatever it is, we do not know the future. We do not have all the cards in front of us. So that's when we get that type of a no, not the right person, we just move on from there, right? The second category is not the right timing. In business, like everything else, timing is important. The Bible says, write down the vision, he or she that reads it will run with it. It seems as if it's happening back to back. The time factor in that saying is not really captured in. So we tend to believe that, okay, if I have a project right now, if I have this stellar business idea and I say it to people and I share it, I'm looking for funding, collaboration, whatever it is I'm looking for. Once someone hears me talk, once someone reads that business plan, they're going to run with it. But that doesn't always happen. Why? Because people are on a different wavelength. People are not at the level, always at the level where you are. So that type of a no, it has to deal with timing. It has to deal with the fact that people have other things that they are working on at that particular time, and your business idea, your project, whatever it is, might not fit in with their current timing. The third category is not the right opportunity. There are a lot of people out there that would like to work on your business idea, that would like to run with your vision, but what you're presenting to them at that time doesn't fall in line with what they're currently working on. So you would definitely get a no if your business idea and project is not in line with what they're doing at that moment. So now you know the different categories of no's. How do you handle it? Not the right person, I would say move on, right? Move on. If even though the person has checked all the boxes, the person looks great on paper, you have the right vibes, the person from kindergarten, whatever it is. If you get that type of a no because it falls under the category of not the right person, move on to the next, right? Not the right timing. Just mark it down on your calendar. Okay, I spoke to so and so person at this particular time. It, I got a no because it was not the right timing. So then I have to check back with them, what, 3 months, in 6 months, in 1 year, whatever time it is. You just write that down and you make sure you keep that relationship going. You don't just stop communicating with them and wait till it's 3 months, it's 6 months, and then reach out. No, you just keep that relationship working and just wait on the perfect time. Not the right opportunity, again, it's the same thing, like not the right timing. So you what you do, you keep maintaining that relationship, that contact, and you wait for the next business idea that you have, or the next event you're planning, or the next project you're working on, whatever it is. Then you reach out again to the person and say, hey, the other one, plan A didn't work. I went ahead and I did it, but now I'm working on plan B. I'm working on something else. Are you interested in this? This is how it aligns with what you're currently doing. This is how it aligns with your own project. This is how it aligns with your company's vision. And then you just make them see how much value your current project is for them. So I hope with this strategies, you're able to better handle rejections and no's, because remember, they're part of our daily lives, and as entrepreneurs, uh, you always get rejections. Right? You're always going to get rejections, but the key, as I mentioned at the beginning, the key is being able to, one, categorize them, and two, put in place an action plan to handle those rejections. And remember, it's never about you. Never take a rejection personal. Just categorize it, put an action plan to it, and then move on to the next. Thank you.